This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Folks, this is Jesse Brown, the Glasgow Kiwanis Club. We're about to begin our 23rd annual Kiwanis Academic Bowl, which may be the last of our academic bowls. Let me call your attention, first of all, those of you who are here and those who might be able to see this on Channel 6, to our sponsors. These are the people who provide the money, which we only are a conduit. We then take the money and give it to the local academic teams at Glasgow High School and Middle School and Barron County High School and Middle School. Our sponsors this year are American Engineers, BB&T Bank, C&L Farm Supply, Citizens First Bank, Doctors Kyle and Amelia Kaiser, Dr. Karen Small, Edmonton State Bank, Ely Drugs, Gaunt's Management, Goodman Motors, Glasgow Prescription Center, Hatchet Home Medical, Gaunt's whoops, I said that, didn't I? Glasgow, well, I get off the line here. All right, Jerry Botts Construction, Curley Construction, Kurt Line Trucking, Lee Lessenberry, Service One Credit Union, South Central Bank, U.S. Bank, and the Glasgow Rotary Club. They usually enter a team, but they couldn't get enough participants. Charlie Goodman, among others, is preparing for his Broadway audition, or far off Broadway, isn't it? Now, those are $100 sponsors, and we had two $50 sponsors, Randall Smith Siding and South Central Telephone. We have 4 teams, each of which have contributed $100 for the privilege of being involved. The Glasgow Barron County Bar Association, Kiwanis Club, Gerald Printing, and Spantech. And for the last 23 years, Awards Incorporated has provided the trophies. I noticed this year, all of them are blue, but the small ones say runner-up, so there won't be any question as to who won. Let me point out to those of you who are here and those who might be listening also, I told you the money that we raise here, and you'll notice that adds up. I didn't add it up. I think it's about $2,400 that we've already given that money before we got it to the academic teams. Most of it, the larger amount, goes to the high schools, and then a small amount goes to the middle schools. Now, that's just one of our projects as a Kiwanis Club to benefit the youth of the community. We give scholarships to students at both high schools. We sponsor a scholarship at Western Kentucky University for a Barron County student. That's Glasgow Barron County. We also help support things like Boys and Girls Club, Scouts, and just a number of other things that I won't mention. And we have other fundraisers like pancake breakfast and so forth. Someone asked me earlier how one could become a member of the Kiwanis Club. Show up on Tuesday at noon at George J's, or Wednesday at 6 a.m. if you're an early bird, and we'll be glad to put you on our roll. Our dues are $25 a month, and that includes a meal. So each week we meet weekly, and so we're welcome any of you who would like to be a member. We are a working club. We do a lot of things. We have a team that prepares meals at certain occasions on the square and other places, and so we do a lot of work. And we have got a lot of fellowship, so it's a good club to be a part of. Now, with all the commercials out of the way, let me introduce the coaches of the two teams. We'll do this now and get it out of the way, and then we can go on with the fun. So Todd and Ken, is that right? Y'all come up here and you can talk to folks and introduce your team people who are here. I've had the pleasure of working a little bit with the quick recall team at Glasgow High School since I taught there for years, and I've enjoyed that. So I know Todd better. Glad to have Ken with us. Let me ask you folks some questions. First of all, we know about the quick recall, but what else is involved in the academic team besides quick recall? Which one of you wants to answer that?
In the Governor's Cup competition in Kentucky, besides the quick recall team event, there's another team event called Future Problem Solving. And then there are 6 written assessment events where the students take a written test and compete at the district, region, and state level, just like you know, any group or club, basketball, whatever. And those are math, science, social studies, language arts, arts and humanities, and composition. And those students will compete individually in district. The top 5 in district advance to the region, or is it top 3? It's top 5, isn't it? And then in regional competition, there's about 20 schools in Region 4. It's fairly similar to the same as the sports region, but not perfect, but all the schools from Bowling Green, Dare County, and of course Barron County and Glasgow and some others. The top 5 students and the top 2 teams in quick recall and FPS advance to the state from the region as well. And I think that's about it.
Ken, could you tell us some of the things, some of the expenses that you have that the contributions made here help to meet? And that's putting you on the spot.
That's no problem. Of course, we have transportation costs where we have to pay for transportation to get the kids to and fro to the competitions. The Governor's Cup, the organization, is at what, $350? And then for dues for varsity, and then you've got a JV, and it's like a 120 or something. I don't remember exactly, but there's dues with to compete in Governor's Scholar, and also there's a league that we play in, a local, well, it's Bowling Green, Edmonson County, it's all together, and you have league dues with that as well.
How do you get your questions?
Well, the league and Governor's Cup will provide the questions that are used in the matches, but any kind of practice questions or anything to be competitive, you have to purchase those from different places, but mainly Governor's Cup.
Anything else either one of you wants to add about this? Introduce your 2 team members.
Okay, today I brought Dakota McKenzie and Kaylee Payne. I always call her Capane, and I almost messed that up. And Kaylee Payne, and then I also have another coach here with me, Mr. Shane Fan. Everybody probably knows him. He was a little Scotty dog when he was in school, so we still take him though.
If I remember correctly, I had the pleasure of having him in class. That tells you how old I am. Introduce, you want to have one here.
That's right.
And brag a little bit too while you're at it.
Oh, okay. This is Olivia Kaiser. Olivia's one of my seniors. Olivia was just on the Scotty team that won the state championship in quick recall, so we were pretty proud of that. It's been great for Western Kentucky to get some representation in that event. You know, it's been dominated so much by teams from Louisville and Lexington, so we're just really proud of them for that.
Thank you, fellas. Is there anything else that you want to add, either one of you?
He's a pretty good guy.
I can live with this fellow too.
Yeah, it's nice that you get along. Well, we've put it off as long as we can, fellas. Those of you that are going to compete, it's time. So the first match will be between the Bar Association and Kiwanis Club. So yeah, I'll let you do that.
Which was the Bar Association?
This.
We put you guys over here. Okay.
He's superstitious, isn't he?
Okay, so we'll get your names.
Yeah.
Okay, so
For those of you that are listening on the radio, you might wonder what's happening. They're getting the teams in place here so they can buzz in if they have to know the answer.
You have this shot right?
No, by all name.
Pretty awesome.
number 2 is
Don't take
Tim.
virgin code.
I could give you a description of the Kiwanis team, but I won't. It might be something that could cause you to wreck if you're driving.
Paper.
Yeah. Do you have any scrap paper for us?
Yeah,
Okay.
no math questions.
It won't be long till we'll be ready to compete.
Doug?
Yeah.
No, I didn't bring the paper.
Then skip the math first.
Mr. Garrison,
I'll see if I can find you something.
would you give the...
Here we go.
Give the names in first.
Oh, okay. Mr. Garrison's going to give these teams the rules. His name matches his hat, doesn't it?
Mojo's 1, Ron is 2.
Bob Pataki?
Bob?
Rob. I'm Ron. Or
Ron and Rob, that'll be fine.
Yeah, Ron.
And Rod.
And Rob. The last Ron.
Ron, Rob, and Rod. We'll make it easy. I'll go with Bob. How's that?
When they call your name, you really have to enunciate with you.
Yeah.
It might be better to put him in Bob.
Put him in Bob.
Bob will work.
3.
Okay, you have them all?
3 is Bob.
I'll leave either one of you two.
Go for it, Doug.
Somebody else.
Click the red name there.
Now, Mr. Garrison is going to give everybody the rules here, so those of you that will be competing later, listen so we won't have to repeat it.
So, do we have?
Be
a
good
buzz
students.
from Cheryl?
I'm sorry?
Buzz, please.
Oh,
Now, did you hear that?
Yes.
It's up. Okay. So that's Cheryl, then we've got,
Tim,
all right, so let's go one at a time here.
Oh, I thought we were doing it.
And the next,
Tim,
yep. Doug, and then Gabe over here, starting right here. Mojo. Ron. Rob. Rod. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use pretty similar rules of what the high school kids do, a toss-up and a bonus. When you buzz, if you know the answer, whichever the 8, you simply buzz and wait to be recognized. And they'll say, they'll say Bar Association Doug if they want Doug to answer, okay? If he gets that right, his team gets a bonus question that they can confer on. Now, you can't talk to each other on the toss-up. So when you buzz in, you can't discuss it. But you get it right, you get a bonus that you can talk to each other about it. And then have a designated person to answer, but frankly, anyone can answer. We're going to be pretty relaxed on that. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, if he gets the toss-up and his team answers a bonus and misses it, it bounces over here and you can steal it. There's a lot of really complicated rules that we're going to relax on a little bit because this is supposed to be a little bit more fun, but yes, sir.
if they miss a bonus and it comes over to us, do we have an opportunity to confer on it, or do we punch in, or the captain answer it, or how does
You
it?
get about 10 seconds on a bonus, so while they're thinking about their answer, you're supposed to be thinking as well.
Okay.
So when they say incorrect over here, you're supposed to get an answer reasonably quickly.
Do we buzz in on it, or the cap, or just somebody?
You can have an appointed captain is the best thing to do, just let the captain answer for the team.
All righty.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
You sound like my wife now.
Okay, are there any questions? Are there any questions? You'll be happy to know that I bought a new set of questions compared to the last ones we've been using. I think the ones we've been using were like 2006, so some questions were a little out of date. And they talk about the governor, this governor, whatever, and you get it wrong because the questions. So these are 2012. They're fairly up to date, a couple of 3 years
So we
old.
like the older questions.
If we run into a question where they say this senator and they've been, whatever it is, beaten and someone else is in there in the last year, we'll try to just deal with that.
Who's going to be asking the questions?
Libya's going to moderate.
Could I hear just a sample thing, like state your name, so make sure I can hear you?
My name's Olivia. I'll be reading for you tonight.
Okay, if you could speak up just a tad, it would really be appreciated.
Does anyone else have a question? All right. Let's get it started.
Picky, picky, picky.
Yeah, there are 40 questions in a set, so we'll read 20 questions and have time score check, and then we'll have a second half. These are NAQT, or the national questions, so there's very little math, but there's just a little bit.
It'll say pencil.
Get ready.
Anyone have pencil paper that wants it?
You're stuck right on the table here.
You don't want any, or you don't? Okay.
No.
Good to go?
They don't need any paper. No, we're good.
Both teams ready?
Yes.
Toss up 1. In Greek myth, what titan was punished by being chained to a rock?
Bar Association, Tim.
Prometheus.
Correct. Your bonus. What leader used a hang glider to lead a flock of Siberian cranes south in 2012, months after he replaced Dmitry Medvedev as president of Russia?
Putin.
Correct. Toss up 3. Rolls-Royce Limited and British Airways were privatized under the government of what Iron Lady?
Bar Association, Cheryl.
Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. Your bonus. The Pure Land sect practices what religion, whose 2 major branches are the Theravada and Mahayana, that was founded in India by Siddhartha Gautama?
Buddhism or Hinduism?
It's Hinduism. It would be Buddhism.
Hinduism.
Incorrect. Captain?
Buddhism.
Correct. Toss up 5. Pencil and paper ready. How many total questions were on an exam if Emily received a score of 90% after missing 7 questions?
Bar Association, Tim.
700.
Incorrect.
Kiwanis, Ron.
70.
Correct. Your bonus. The coronation of King Charles VII was urged by what teen who was burned at the stake in Rouen after she lifted the English siege?
Joan of Arc.
Bonus.
Is
English,
that I thought that was a toss-up.
I'm sorry.
it was a bonus.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Correct. Toss-up. What nation's business conglomerates known as Chinbol were an issue in its December 2012 presidential election to find a successor to Lee Myung-bak?
Kiwanis, Mojo.
China.
Incorrect.
Bar, Doug.
Thailand.
Incorrect. South Korea.
Could you speak up just a tad?
I will try.
All right.
Toss up 8. What term denotes a decree with a lead seal made by the Pope? The animals with...
Bar, Doug.
Bull.
Correct. Your bonus. What Italian explorer became famous after Martin Waldseemüller published a map that used his first name to identify 2 New World continents?
Amerigo Vespucci.
Correct. Toss up. What force, which opposes gravity and equals the product of an object's volume and the density of the fluid it displaces, causes things to float?
Kiwanis, Mojo.
Mass.
Incorrect.
Bar, Doug.
Buoyancy.
Correct. Your bonus. What city on Elliott Bay, home to the Pike Place Market, the Experience Music Project, and the Space Needle, is the most populous in Washington State?
Seattle.
Correct. Toss-up. In June 2012, Nick Walenda walked a tightrope across what natural landmark?
Bar, Tim.
The Grand Canyon.
Incorrect. About
Kiwanis, Rod.
Niagara Falls.
Correct. Your bonus. An equation linking a reaction's rate constant to temperature is named for what man whose bases are producers of hydroxide ions, a Swedish chemist? Time. It's Arrhenius. Toss-up. What European country contains the mouth of the Tagus River and the Vasco da Gama Bridge, has its capital at Lisbon, and lies...
Bar Doug.
Portugal.
Correct, your bonus. The story of Chiappelletto is told by Panfilo in what work that depicts 10 people escaping the Black Death in Florence, written by Giovanni Boccaccio?
The Decameron. The Decameron.
Correct. Toss-up. What cellular structures composed primarily of RNA stud the exterior of the...
Bar Doug.
Ribosomes.
Correct, your bonus. What 2012 rap song that has the lines, dressed in all pink except my gator shoes, and I'ma take your grandpa's style is by Ryan Lewis and Macklemore?
What is it? Thrift shop. Thrift shop.
Correct. Toss-up. A surprise torpedo attack on Port Arthur that damaged one country's Pacific fleet launched what 1904 to 05 war in which an Asian power defeated Russia?
Bar Tim.
The Russo-Japanese War.
Correct. Bonus. What surname is shared by the killer of Bellatrix Lestrange, the husband of Fleur Delacour, and the best friend of Hermione Granger and Harry Potter?
Oh, I'm watching this. What's it? Ron Weasley. Weasley.
Correct. Toss-up 20. What artist painted the Surrender of Breda and depicted the family of Spanish King Philip IV in a painting now held in the Prado Museum?
Bar Tim.
Goya.
Incorrect. Las Meninas.
Kiwanis Mojo.
Picasso.
Incorrect. Diego Velázquez, and that's the half. Bar 13, Kiwanis 4.
We got a chance yet.
Folks, let me remind those of you who are here, we are going to give away some door prizes after a while. In order to be eligible, you've got to buy a chance. So if you'll see those two fine gentlemen back there, if you're interested, $1 a piece or 6 for $5.
But it took me about 30
So
seconds to get to that.
that might get you a $25 meal. We've got about 4 or 5 of those. So, you ready for the?
Hang on. It was 3-3 at Joan Park. No one got South Korea, right?
That's correct.
Who got Papal Bull? Vespucci? Boise? Seattle? Did you guys get anything after that?
I don't think so.
So apparently it's just 13-3.
Okay.
Okay.
We got you.
All right. Sorry about that.
Dad's up there trying to soldier.
Okay. Yeah, she's ready now.
Both teams ready?
Yes.
Toss-up 21. Guard Raymond Felton plays for what NBA franchise that stars former Dallas center Tyson Chandler?
Bar Gabe.
Denver Nuggets.
Incorrect. Tyson Chandler, as well as Carmelo Anthony, a team in the Big Apple.
New York Knicks.
Yeah. Go ahead.
New York Knicks.
Yes. Bonus 22. Pencil and paper ready. What is the probability in lowest terms of drawing from a standard 52 card deck either a spade or a king?
This is a bonus.
Bonus.
It's our bonus. Go ahead. Go ahead. 1 out of 4.
Incorrect, Captain.
17 out of 52.
4 over 13. Toss-up 23. What British author wrote about circus agent George Smiley in Smiley's People, the spy who came in from the cold and
Bar Cheryl.
John le Carre.
Correct, your bonus. Horace Greeley's statement, "Go west, young man," supported what 19th century idea that expansion to the Pacific Ocean was America's divine destiny?
Kiwanis Rob.
Manifest destiny?
Correct, your bonus.
That was a bonus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did we get the answer?
Yeah. Moderator error.
Did we get another bonus?
You get a bonus
You
now.
want
I'm
to just take our word for it? We know that. Like, give us
Your bonus again. Ethiopia shares Lake Turkana with what African nation whose Masai Mara is contiguous with Tanzania's Serengeti Park and whose capital is Nairobi?
Kenya.
Correct. Toss up 26. What element that has a carbide known as carborundum and a dioxide found in quartz is a semiconductor used to make transistors in computer?
Bar Cheryl.
Silica.
Correct, your bonus. A sakehead or slope of 5.5 palms per cubit define the angle of the polished white casing stones once found on what 481-foot tall tomb at Giza in Egypt?
Of Giza.
Pyramid, right?
Yes.
The pyramid, the Great Pyramid.
Correct. Toss up 28. What man's sketchbook of Geoffrey Crown includes tales about a lazy villager and a scared teacher, Rip Van Winkle and
Bar Cheryl.
Wrong blank.
hesitation,
Yeah.
and a scared teacher, Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Bar Tim.
Irving?
Correct. Your bonus. Alonzo Church is the co-namesake of a thesis with what creator of both a machine that uses an infinite tape and a test of artificial intelligence? Answer.
Can I repeat the question? Yes. Can you repeat the question?
I
I
can't
mean,
do
I don't
that.
know if you can or not.
I'm sorry. Captain.
Turing.
Correct. Toss up 30. What president signed the Panama Canal treaties with
Kiwanis Rod.
Teddy Roosevelt?
Incorrect. Signed the Panama Canal treaties with Omar Torrijos.
Jimmy Carter? I'm sorry.
With Omar Torrijos boycotted the Moscow Olympics and lost his 1980 re-election.
Bar Doug.
Carter.
Correct. Your bonus. What actor played Brendan Fry in the high school noir Brick, a bike messenger in 2012's Premium Rush, and Robin John Blake in The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, this is Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Don't look at me.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Correct. Toss up 32. Which two characters flip heads 92 times in a row, carry a message from Claudius, and appear in a Tom Stoppard play whose title states they are dead?
Bar Doug.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Correct. Your bonus. Synovial fluid is found in what structures where two or more bones meet, examples of whose ball and socket type include the hip and the shoulder?
Joints.
Correct. Toss up 34. What composer of a 1727 St. Matthew Passion has BWV numbers assigned to works like the Goldberg Variations and the Brandenburg Concertos?
Bar Tim.
Bach.
Correct. Your bonus. Which founding father designed the Albany Plan, drew the Join or Die cartoon, invented the circulating stove, and published Poor Richard's Almanac?
Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin.
Correct. Toss up. What city is the setting of George Washington Cable's The Grandissimes and of the novel A Confederacy of Dunces, which depicts its
Bar Tim.
New Orleans.
Correct. Your bonus. There are dia and para forms of what phenomenon that creates a B field and which occurs in cobalt, nickel, and iron in a permanent ferro form?
I don't even have an educated guess.
I don't even know what that means.
Val Kilmer.
Incorrect. Captain? Answer?
Titanium?
Magnetism.
Oh, what?
Toss-up 38. In which country did J. Christopher Stevens die from a fire set by rocket-propelled grenades after militias attacked the U.S. consulate in Benghazi?
Kiwanis Rob.
Libya?
Correct. Your bonus. Pakal the Great, who ruled Palenque, was a king of what civilization that also built the city of Tulam and the El Castillo pyramid in Chichen Itza? Answer.
Mayan.
Incas?
Incorrect, Captain.
Mayans.
Correct. Toss-up 40. What word denotes a plane that touches a sphere at one point, a line whose slope is given by a derivative, and a function equal to sine over cosine?
Bar Cheryl.
Tangent.
Correct.
Tell you.
Do we get a bonus? Do we get a bonus?
Yes.
We have to find replacement.
Just make one up.
Ask that sports question again so I can.
Your bonus. James Buchanan was the most recent president to have held what cabinet post overseeing foreign affairs, now held by former First Lady Hillary Clinton? No, this is not a current question.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State.
Correct, and that's the match.
The score, Bar Association 29, Kiwanis 6. So next competition, you folks move out and we'll have the Gerald Printing and Spantech. And we're going to give away our first door prize. Check your tickets, folks. Last 3 numbers for a dinner. William Twyman, what do you have? 880. 880. Check your tickets. You know what? Folks, you got to claim it or we'll go on to somebody else. 880. That's the last 3 numbers, 880. Okay.
She's going to be our team captain. She should have brought some pens. She's the man. Who's that? She was with the things closed.
Zach.
Practice my Jeopardy moves here. I need to write up.
Have a winner there of dinner for $25 toward dinner at Little Taste of Texas. So that's our first door prize winner. All right, in this round we have Spantech against Gerald Printing. Now, when this one's over, the Kiwanis Club will take on the team that is second place here. That sounds better than loser, doesn't it?
Laura. Chris.
She's a rose among thorns.
Jeff.
Your Honor, I have no knowledge of the whereabouts of it. So it seems like.
I don't have real good memories of this room.
Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever been in this room.
Oh, I have. More bad than good.
Spantech Zach. Spantech Blake. Spantech Mark. Spantech Mason.
I guess that makes me Gerald Dave.
Hillman Kiwanis. Gerald Smith.
Tell you about Buzz.
Gerald
Sorry.
David.
It's my first rodeo.
Anyone need a review of the rules? Was everyone here when we went over before?
All right. Reader?
I guess it's just we get the. I guess we think we know.
My name is Jacob Cooper. I'm a senior at Glasgow High School.
Hi, Jacob.
Are you guys ready to go? These will ever be.
These will ever be.
Toss-up number 1. The admirable campaign of 1813 was waged by what man who issued a decree of war to the death before he was proclaimed the liberator of South America?
Spatech Mark. Simon Bolivar.
Correct. Your bonus. What features found at multiples of pi on the graph of the cosecant of x are generated by rational functions when only the denominator equals 0?
Purple?
Purple. 0.
Incorrect. Captain?
Undefined?
No, these are vertical asymptotes. Toss-up number 3. Kruger National Park is a game reserve in what country where the national rugby team...
Spatech Mark. South Africa?
Correct. Your bonus. Wallachia, Moldavia, and Transylvania are regions of what East European nation that contains the mouth of the Danube and has capital Bucharest?
Romania.
Correct. Toss-up number 5. A bridge between two universes is created by Peter Bishop in the 3rd season of what Fox drama, whose title...
Spatech Dale.
Blank.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Whose title refers to out of the mainstream science. Answer, anybody?
Gerald Chris.
24.
Incorrect. The answer is fringe. Toss-up 6. What modern-day country is the setting of Shakespeare's plays The Taming of the Shrew, Coriolanus, Romeo and Juliet, and The Merchant?
Gerald Laura.
Italy.
That is correct. Your bonus. In May 2012, SpaceX became the first private company to send cargo to what microgravity laboratory serviced by Soyuz spacecraft in low Earth orbit?
The International Space Station?
That is correct. Toss-up number 8. Esarhaddon and Sennacherib were rulers of what Middle Eastern empire that collapsed when Medes and Babylonians sacked its capital of Nineveh?
Spatech Mark. Sumeria.
Incorrect.
It's a guess. Gerald Chris.
Judea.
Incorrect. Assyria or the Neo-Assyrian Empire. Toss-up number 9. Which European country's writers include Knut Hamsun, Sigrid Undset, and the playwright of Ghosts and the Wild Duck, Henrik Ibsen?
Spatech Mark.
Sweden?
Incorrect. Who died in Oslo?
Gerald Chris.
Norway.
Correct. Your bonus. Amaluna and Michael Jackson, The Immortal World Tour, are current shows produced by what Canadian troupe whose name is French for Circus of the Sun? Sorry. Cirque du Soleil. That is correct. Toss-up number 11. What state contains the largest U.S. national monument, Grand Staircase Escalante, as well as the Bonneville Salt Flats?
Spatech Mark.
Utah.
That is correct. Your bonus, number 12. What composer used an D sharp E theme in his Fur Elise and a G E flat theme to begin the 5th of his 9 symphonies?
Beethoven.
That is correct. Toss-up number 13. What Union general who led the Army of the Potomac into disaster at the Battle of Fredericksburg was known for his distinctive facial hair?
Gerald Chris.
Tecumseh.
Incorrect.
Spatech Mark.
Burnside.
That is correct. Your bonus. Elie Wiesel lost his life savings, and the Wilpon family was forced to sell shares in the Mets as a result of what man's $65 billion Ponzi scheme?
Madoff.
That is correct. Toss-up number 15. The andrecium in plants is composed of what structures that have lacules in their anthers, release pollen, and are male counterparts to pistils?
Gerald Chris.
Stamen.
That is correct. Your bonus. What composer of The Italian Girl in Algiers wrote the aria Largo al Factotum for Figaro, the title Barbara of Seville, as well as William Tell?
Tchaikovsky.
That is incorrect. Captain?
Rossini?
That is correct. Number 17 is a toss-up.
I didn't know.
In 1933, an American prospector and stunt pilot flying over Antupaway discovered what Venezuelan landmark, the world's highest waterfall?
Gerald Chris.
Angel Falls.
That is correct. Your bonus number 18. What conic section with one axis of symmetry consists of points equidistant from a focus and a directrix and is the graph of a quadratic like x equals y squared?
A parabola.
That is correct. Toss-up number 19. Great House is the literal translation of what title first used by Narmer that was later used by Ramses the Great and other rulers of ancient Egypt?
Spantech Mark.
Pharaoh.
Correct. Your bonus number 20 and the last question of the half. What author created Davy Wexler, who copes with her father's murder in Tiger Eyes and the annoying brother Fudge in Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing?
Judy Blume.
That is correct, and that ends the half. Current score,
I don't want to pull that one out.
Gerald 7, Spantech 10.
Well, I'm going to give away another meal, or at least another gift card to a restaurant. What number you got, William?
859.
859. 859. Look them over, folks. 859. You folks too, but you got a ticket. 859. I have no ticket. Surely. I'm all tangled up in the wires, folks. Wait just a minute. Careful there, Mr. Brown. Now I'm out. Pull another one out, William.
883.
883. 883. So many few people here. Somebody's got to have that ticket.
So what happened to all the people who got these tickets?
What's going on here? Pull another one. 861. 861. Yeah, probably the same person. One more time.
You know them all, but after you, most of them.
895.
Oh my goodness.
We hadn't had that many people leave the room.
Just two. What was the
895.
They both won twice.
There's so many tickets. That's a long way from yours. We're pulling out the wrong stuff. One more time, William.
891.
891. Mr. Garrison is going to see if somebody in the restroom has got that.
Me too, it feels like it.
Well, one more time. And then if we don't find a winner this time, we'll wait and see if somebody comes back in and claim one of those. 818. That's a rig.
Finally.
Somebody won one. All right, Kurt, we'll give you your choice of sidelines or gondolier. All right. You chose well. I don't have those with me. That's why I'm giving you the choice. You can pick it up at the meeting next time. All right. All right. Thank you. That's a long break.
Is everybody ready to begin the second half?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's have at it.
Let's proceed.
Okay, we're going to start with question number 21. The moon can reach a value of negative 12.92 for what quantity that must be less than 6 for naked eye viewing and is a body's magnitude as seen from Earth?
Gerald Laura.
Brightness.
Incorrect. Oh, am I supposed to prompt?
More specific.
Stantec Dale.
Albedo?
Incorrect. The answer is apparent magnitude.
Yeah, he said magnitude.
Yeah, magnitude was in the question. You know.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Question number 22 is a toss-up. Operation Red Dawn searched spider holes near Tikrit for what leader of the Ba'ath?
Stantec Dale.
Saddam Hussein?
That is correct. Your bonus number 23. In 2012, what leader proposed a homework ban and acknowledged a 1961 massacre of Algerians after succeeding Nicolas Sarkozy as president of France? Can I get an answer, team?
No answer.
Okay, Captain?
Francois Mitterrand?
Incorrect. It's Francois Hollande. Number 24 is a toss-up. There are free electron and helium neon examples of what devices that use stimulated emission of photons?
Stantec Mark.
Laser.
That is correct. Number 25 is your bonus. What Asian metropolis is served by Jinnah Airport and, though superseded by Islamabad as capital, remains the most populous city of Pakistan? Do we have an answer over here?
Blank. Blank.
Give the answer to the next team. Is there an answer over here, Captain?
Bangladesh?
Incorrect. It is Karachi.
That's a country.
Number 26 is a toss-up. What group victorious in Muncie, Illinois, also secured free rural mail delivery and was founded by Oliver Kelly in 1867 to advocate for farmers?
Gerald Jeff.
Was the Grange?
That is correct. Here is your bonus number 27. The skeptical chemist was by what scientist who stated that under isothermal conditions, pressure and volume are inversely proportional for a gas?
Pascal Newton?
Incorrect. Captain?
Boyle.
That is correct. Number 28 is a toss-up. What author of The Subterraneans used his friend Neil Cassidy as the model for...
Gerald David.
Jack Kerouac?
That is correct. Here is your bonus, number 29. What Renaissance artist of Madonna of the Goldfinch and the Sistine Madonna included the philosophers Aristotle and Plato in his The School of Athens?
Michelangelo?
That is incorrect. Captain?
Professor Klein would be so ashamed.
Rodin.
Incorrect. Raphael.
One of those turtles.
A hypothetical, number 30, a hypothetical compound with all ionic bonds is used to define what state, that is plus 8/3 for iron in magnetite and is always a -1 for fluorine. Do we have any answers? Oxidation state or oxidation number. Question number 31. In 1922 James Joyce novel about Leopold Bloom.
Gerald Chris.
Ulysses.
That is correct. Number 32 is your bonus. The Concept of Anxiety is a book by what 19th century existentialist who wrote Either Or, lived in Denmark, and had the first name Soren?
Jones.
That is incorrect. Captain?
Kierkegaard.
That is correct. Number 33 is a
I've always heard
toss-up.
of his last name.
What Aragonese family that included Pope Alexander VI, his son Cesare, and his daughter Lucretia carried out?
Gerald Jeff.
The Borgias?
Correct. Number 34 is your bonus. Pencil and paper ready. What is the value of x given that negative 13x plus 33 equals negative 8x minus 22?
Negative 11.
Incorrect. Captain?
Pop culture.
I guess we don't have an answer.
11.
11 is the answer.
Of course.
Okay, number 35 is a toss-up. Tom Robinson is accused of raping
Gerald Chris.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Correct. Number 36 is your bonus. Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution guarantees what right to challenge unlawful imprisonment, a writ whose name is Latin for you have the body.
Habeas corpus.
That is correct. Number 37 is a toss-up.
4 questions left, it's 15 to 13. Spantex in the lead.
Okay. So.
No pressure. No pressure.
Thanks. So much. Thanks for the information.
Number 37 is a toss-up. Hope you all are ready. In 1980, Rosie Ruiz cheated at what specific 26-mile event?
Spantek Mark.
Marathon.
Prompt?
The Olympic marathon.
Incorrect. Cheated at what specific 26-mile event known for its Heartbreak Hill that ends at Copley Square in the capital of Massachusetts?
Gerald Chris.
The Boston Marathon.
That is correct. Number 38 is your bonus. What literary prince courts the Lady of the Locust Shell but marries Lady Aoki in an 11th century tale of Japanese court life by Lady Murasaki?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Incorrect. Captain, you have an answer? It would be Genji, the tale of Genji.
I know it.
Okay, number 39 is a toss-up.
Is it now
1 point, 2 questions remain.
Thanks for that.
39 is a toss-up. Pencil and paper ready. Expressed as a power of 2, what is the sum of 2 raised to the 14th power plus 2 raised to the 14th power?
Spantek Dale.
2 to the 15th?
That is correct. And number 40, the final question of the game, is your bonus. What president shut down the Second Bank of the United States, signed the Indian Removal Act of 1830, and succeeded John Quincy Adams as the
Bonus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and succeeded John Quincy Adams as the 7th president?
I don't know any presidents.
I have an answer over on the side. Captain, do you have an answer?
Andrew Jackson.
That is correct. And that's the end of the game.
We made a mistake.
The final score is 16 Spantek, 15 Gerald.
That was close.
Hey, we got third place at least.
Let's say something about it. It won't make me mad.
I couldn't see that.
I guess the consolation game will be next.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Rodney, your prize will be sidelines. I'll get it to you. Okay, folks, we now have the contest for third place. So, Kiwanis and Gerald Prenny for third place. Very important. Nobody wants to be fourth. Gerald Prenny. Good idea of yours. That's the first good one I've known you to have. I appreciate it. Okay, folks, we'll do another door prize. This time we're giving away a little home tool set from Sears and Max Emberton. 884. 884. 884. Where are these people?
Try 851.
Any of you 884?
No, sir. 884.
Joe.
884?
And we got a new one.
You're a honey.
Dale.
What's your name, young man?
Jackson.
Action Jackson.
For those of you on the radio, we've got a substitute here for Gerald. Tell us your name.
Jackson.
Jackson what?
Houchins.
Jackson Houchins, all right. How old are you?
10.
Where do you go to school?
Park City.
All right, we got him young today.
He's an academic team champion.
We give.
Tell us, Chris, what competition did you win?
I won social studies.
Okay. Jeff. Were you on a quick recall team?
Yes, but we lost at district.
Well, at least you competed. That's great.
All right. Yes. Did we call that one a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Since you've already won one, I'll cheat you a little bit.
Buzzer check starting with Jackson.
Gerald Jackson.
That money, you can actually spend that somewhere you want to. All right. All right.
Gerald Jones. Kiwanis Mojo. Kiwanis Rod. Kiwanis Rod.
So you could be action.
Kiwanis Dale.
That's me.
Okay, great. All right. Who's reading?
Okay, let's go, Rob. For us.
I'll never order that.
Okay.
We'll let you know.
Are both teams ready?
Yes.
Ready as ever.
Everyone hear me?
Yes.
Toss up one. What subshell specified by the quantum numbers n equals 2 and L equals 1 can hold 6 electrons and is filled between the 2s and 3s subshells? Any answer?
Kiwanis Mojo.
Applesauce.
That is incorrect.
Gerald Chris.
Orange size.
It is the 2p subshell. Toss up 2. Miltiades was the victorious commander at what 490 BC Greek victory over the Persians, which was legendarily announced by a runner named
Gerald Chris.
Marathon.
Correct. Your bonus number 3. In Pace Requiescat is Montresor's farewell to an immured Fortunato in what Edgar Allan Poe short story whose title refers to sherry wine in a cask?
The cask of Malto.
Correct.
Amontillado.
Toss up 4. What state where Ted Cruz replaced Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison in 2013?
Kiwanis Rob.
Texas.
Correct. Your bonus. What British physicist proposed the plum pudding model of the atom after performing cathode ray experiments that led to his discovery of the electron?
Gerald
Bonus.
Chris.
What is it?
Was it a bonus?
It's a bonus.
I'm sorry.
It's a bonus.
That's about 3 times I've done that.
Answer?
None.
None.
Captain?
Rhodogen.
It is
Ringen?
J.J. Thompson.
Okay, well, my guess
Toss
was
up
wrong.
6. Taunton, St. Albans, and Bosworth Field were battles of what 15th century war named for the Lancastrian and Yorkist emblems?
Gerald Jeff.
With the War of the Roses.
Correct. Your bonus. What metal is found in Ghana's colonial name and the standard opposed by William Jennings Bryan and caused migration to California in an 1849 rush?
Gold.
Correct.
Tilt your mic down here, get feedback from the speakers.
Toss up 8. What mythological sculptor who lived on Cyprus was rewarded by having Venus breathe life into Galatea, a statue with which he had fallen in love?
Is this a bonus or it's a toss?
Gerald David.
That's Pygmalion.
Correct. Your bonus. The hymn Amazing Grace uses what type of musical scale that can be played by using only the black keys on a piano and is named after its 5 notes?
Minor. Yeah, it's minor. Minor.
Minor?
Incorrect. Captain?
We'll go the other way. Major?
It is a pentatonic scale.
Yes.
Toss up
I knew
10. Pencil and paper ready.
Oh.
What is the second derivative with respect to x of 5x raised to the 4th power? I'll call it 60x squared.
Sure.
Toss up 11.
Hey, we almost had that.
In 2012, what nation convicted 6 scientists of manslaughter for not predicting a 2009 earthquake that killed 309 people in its region of Abruzzo?
Kiwanis Rob.
Japan?
Incorrect.
Gerald Chris.
North Korea?
Incorrect. Italy.
Oh,
Toss up 12. What social class, whose members carried out the Satsuma Rebellion of 1877 and followed the code of Bushido, were the warriors of feudal Japan?
Gerald Jeff.
Samurai?
Correct. Your bonus. A 2009 Margaret Atwood novel refers to the year of what kind of event, one of which in the book of Genesis lasts for 40 days and is described by Noah?
Great flood. Flood.
Correct. Toss up 14. Fauntleroy is the middle name of what character who debuted in 1934's The Wise Little Hen and has girlfriend Daisy and nephews Hugh?
Gerald Chris.
Donald Duck?
Correct. Your bonus. What city of 7.4 million, the site of the Pre-Nokor seaport of the Khmer Empire, sits north of the Mekong Delta and, before 1976, was called Saigon?
Ho Chi Minh City?
Correct. Toss up 16. What term denotes an optical quantity measured in diopters and an electrical quantity equal to current times voltage as well as work per unit time?
Erg?
Rob.
I'm sorry, erg?
Incorrect. Answer? It is power. Toss up 17. The ballot or the bullet speech was given by what nation of Islam leader who abandoned the surname Little in favor of the single letter X?
Gerald Chris.
Malcolm X?
Correct. Your bonus. Mr. Bumble and the evil Bill Sikes are characters in what novel? A work by Charles Dickens that is named for an orphan who requests some more gruel.
Oliver Twist?
Correct. Toss up 19. The sum of many IDD random variables will, according to the central limit theorem, approach what statistical distribution whose graph is a bell curve?
Kiwanis Mojo.
Pi.
Incorrect.
I like pi.
Gerald Chris.
Standard deviation?
Incorrect. It's a normal distribution. And toss up 20. Giovanni Villani chronicled the history of what city split between 13th century Ghibelline and Guelph factions and later ruled by the Medici family?
Kiwanis Rob.
Venice?
Incorrect.
Gerald Chris.
Genoa?
Incorrect. It's Florence, and that's the hat.
Florence, y'all.
Score is 11 for Gerald Printing and 1 for the Kiwanis Club.
Yeah, right. Hey, we're on the boards.
Gotta give them a head start.
We're second half team.
Yeah, we do.
We're second half team.
Yeah. It's good unless we keep it.
All right, have two more gift certificates to restaurants. So let's give one of them away here, Kurt.
Number is 810.
810.
Do we have a winner?
We don't have all day. Oh, man. What'd you get? Garcia's grill. You did check. Got a computer problem, so we have a little delay here. Anybody want to sing or dance?
Yeah, that's, I think I give up there.
Let me mention our sponsors. I haven't done that since we started. For those of you that might just be breaking in, listening or watching, these funds are used to help the academic teams at the local high school and middle school, Glasgow High and Barron County High, and the middle schools. We gained the funds from teams who've paid $100 to be humiliated or victorious, and from sponsors. And let me read those sponsors: American Engineers, BB&T Bank, C&L Farm Supply at Heistville, Citizens First Bank, Doctors Kyle and Amelia Kaiser, Dr. Karen Small, Edmonton State Bank, Ely Drugs, Gaunt's Management, Goodman Motors, Glasgow Prescription Center, Hatchet Home Medical, Jerry Botts Construction, Curley Construction, Kurt Line Trucking, Lee Lessenberry, Glasgow Board Member, Service One Credit Union, South Central Bank, U.S. Bank, Glasgow Rotary Club, who usually enters a team, but they couldn't get enough members, so they said they would give us a sponsorship. Those are all $100 sponsors, and then Randall Smith Siding and South Central Telephone are $50 sponsors. And then, as I said, the Glasgow Barron County Bar Association has sponsored a team with $100, Zero Printing and Spantech. And we thank those, and I'm sure the people who are getting the fun out of it thank their employers too. And then the Kiwanis Club adds our $100 into the total. As I told you, we gave the checks to the schools, to the teams back in the fall. So we did that out of the funds that we were hoping to gain here, and I think we've just about covered what we gave them. So we thank those people who have helped to sponsor this. You know, really, outside of the $100 that our club sponsors the team with, all this money comes from the people who are sponsoring, and we just are a conduit to pass it on to the teams. And we thank the folks who have helped us.
The rumble. Let's get ready. I don't know how much of this is going on over there. Oh, well. Probably won't be the stupidest thing I'd ever say on the air. No, certainly not me.
Are both teams ready?
Yep.
Toss-up 21. What Great Lake includes Kelly's Island and Pele Island, receives the Cuyahoga and Sandusky rivers, and borders...
Kiwanis Mojo.
Erie.
Correct. Your bonus. What Greek dramatist wrote about Dionysus's trip to the underworld in The Frogs, and about women who end a war by saving a sex strike in Lysistrata?
Dr.
Jesus.
Incorrect. Captain?
Dante?
Incorrect. Aristophanes.
Oh, yeah.
Toss up 23. Pencil and paper ready. 2 answers required. What are both roots of the quadratic equation x squared minus 7x minus 18 equals 0? Any answer?
4.
Incorrect. It is x equals 9 and x equals negative 2. Toss up. In soccer, removing one's jersey after a goal results in what sanction?
Kiwanis Mojo.
Yellow card.
Correct. Your bonus. Panfilo de Narvaez tried to colonize what state where Pedro Menendez de Aviles founded St. Augustine and Ponce de Leon sought the fountain of, it's a bonus, fountain of youth?
Florida.
Correct. Toss up 26. What entities classified by Luke Howard and found mainly below the turbopause are aerosols of frozen H2?
Gerald Chris.
Ozone.
Incorrect. Are aerosols of frozen H2O, whose types include cumulonimbus and cirrus.
Kiwanis Mojo.
Clouds.
Correct. Your bonus. Until 1966, the back of the $2 bill showed what Charlottesville house, whose name means Little Mountain and was built by Thomas Jefferson. It's a bonus.
Monticello?
Correct. Toss up 28. An arrest orchestrated by a committee of citizens in Louisiana led to what 1896 Supreme Court case condoning separate but equal accommodations?
Gerald Chris.
Plessy versus Ferguson?
Correct. Your bonus. Nonsense poet Edward Lear popularized what usually anapestic poems with an A, B, B, A rhyme scheme that might begin, "There once was a man from Sweden."
Limerick?
Correct. Toss up 30. Pencil and paper ready. What is Jack's current age if he is now exactly 4 times as old as he was 15 years ago?
60?
Incorrect. Answer?
75.
Incorrect. It's 20. Toss up 31. The second president of the Weimar Republic was what World War II general and namesake of LZ-129, a hydrogen-filled airship that crashed in 1930?
Gerald Jeff.
The Hindenburg?
Correct. Your bonus. What European company's planned factory in Mobile, Alabama will produce the A320, a commercial jet competing with its American arch-rival, Boeing?
Airbus.
Correct. Toss up 33. What model of governmental structure associated with checks and balances assigns legislative, executive, and judicial functions to different branches?
Kiwanis Rob.
Democracy?
Incorrect.
Gerald Chris.
Republic?
Incorrect. Separation of powers. Toss up 34. What invertebrate phylum, whose members have 2 or 3 paired nerve cords and a mantle cavity for breathing, includes squids, snails?
Kiwanis Mojo.
Mollusk.
Correct. Your bonus. The volcano Rano Raraku is a quarry site for tuff on what Polynesian island known for its moai, which are giant stone statues with large heads?
Easter.
Correct. Toss up 36. What musician who sings "You Can Make a Sinner Change His Ways" in Locked Out of Heaven from his Unorthodox Jukebox album also recorded the hit Grenade?
Gerald Jeff.
Bruno Mars?
Correct. Your bonus. The Dirty War occurred during the 1970s in what South American nation that was ruled by Juan and Eva Perón and has its capital at Buenos Aires?
Argentina.
Correct.
Don't cry for it.
Toss up 38. The portrait of Dr. Gachet is a painting by what man who depicted a nighttime view of the village of Saint-Remy from his window in Starry Night?
Gerald Chris.
Van Gogh.
Correct. Your bonus. What American author of the short story Everything That Rises Must Converge describes the murderous misfit in her story A Good Man Is Hard to Find? Answer.
Agatha Christie.
Incorrect, Captain.
I was going to say Toni Morrison.
Answer.
Do you know?
Mae West.
Flannery O'Connor. Toss-up 40. Which quantity, which is constant for Newtonian fluids and comes in dynamic and kinematic varieties, measures a fluid's resistance to flow?
Gerald Chris.
Friction.
Incorrect.
Kiwanis Ron.
Density.
Incorrect. It's viscosity, and that's the end of the match. Final score is 18-8 of Gerald Printing.
0-2, it's a perfect record, guys. You can be only one.
Yeah, one by one. Unfortunately, that one was Travis.
All right, we're now ready for the championship. Best 2 out of 3. Of course, we realize if one team gets the 2, we don't do number 3, so. While they're getting over here, let's do the wind up on the gift cards. I have a $25 gift card from Colton's. Give me a number, Mr. Powell.
Number is 863.
863. 863. Rodney Ford. All right. Rodney is back. You and him got awfully lucky. Both of you won twice. All righty, go.
Blake.
One more. This last one, save the best for last. One free combo from A&W. This is one of our members had with him, and he donated it. So what's the number, Kurt?
865.
865. Don't tell me that's yours too, Kurt. I mean, Rod. You got that, Keith?
Turn the light on.
Good. I'll take your word.
Turn that red button, press it.
Are you ready?
What's that for?
I thought it was to turn this on.
No, it's the microphone.
Are they ready?
That's your microphone?
Okay.
It is.
Bar Cheryl.
Yes.
Bar Tim. Bar Doug. Bar Gabe. Spantac Zach. Spantac Blake. Spantac Mark. Spantac Dale.
Oh, we call our Spantac Blake. Raffaele. All right, let's give it our best shot. Century.
Is everybody ready to go?
What is that?
Always ready.
Okay, Gene. Question number 1. What author who described Jimmy Pack's exploration of an alien ship in Rendezvous with Rama?
Spantac Mark.
Clark.
That is correct. Your bonus, number 2. Pencil and paper ready. What is the resulting product when the complex number 1 plus I is multiplied by its conjugate 1 minus I?
-1.
Incorrect. Captain?
Aye.
No, the answer is 2. Number 3, toss-up. What New York senator who won the 1968 California primary before being shot?
Bar Cheryl.
Robert Kennedy.
That is correct. Number 4, the Koh-i-Noor and Millennium Star are examples of what mineral found in kimberlite pipes that is an allotrope of carbon often used on drill tips?
Yeah.
Diamond.
That is correct. Number 5 is a toss-up. What superhero group, which fought the Mole Man in its first appearance?
Bar 10.
Fantastic Four.
That is correct. Number 6 is your bonus. What country, whose autonomy was secured by the treaties of Glasgow, had a one-star flag, was annexed by the United States in 1845, and was led by Sam Houston?
Yeah. Texas.
Texas is correct. Number 7 is a toss-up. What entities, which change in accordance with punctuated equilibrium theory, are above taxonomic variety but below genus in Linnaean nomenclature?
Bar Cheryl.
Species?
That is correct. Your bonus is number 8. The armless hammerheads live in Quadling County of what L. Frank Baum fictional land inhabited by Winkies, Munchkins, and a wonderful wizard?
Oz.
That is correct. Number 9 is a toss-up. The 2008 Economics Nobel went to which American founder of the New Trade Theory who writes the Conscience of a Liberal blog for the New York Times?
Bar 10.
Paul Krugman.
Yeah.
That is correct. Number 10 is your bonus. In 2012, which Midwestern state elected an openly lesbian senator and saw 6 people killed by Wade Page at a Sikh temple in a suburb of Milwaukee?
Yeah, I think so.
Wisconsin.
That is correct. Number 11 is a toss-up. What athlete had a loan guarantee from Rhode Island for 38 Studios, his failed video game firm, and won the 2004 Bloody Sock game?
Bar Gay.
Kurt Schilling.
That is correct. Number 12 is your bonus. A ghost warns his murderer, "Thou shalt see me at Philippi," in what Shakespeare play that also contains a speech beginning, "Friends, Romans, countrymen"?
Julius Caesar.
That is correct. Number 13 is a toss-up. About 22,230 miles above Earth's equator, gravity creates an orbital period of 1 day, leading to what type of orbit used by communication satellites?
Spantech Mark.
Geosynchronous?
I can accept that, yes. Number 14 is your bonus. What city, now connected to Malmö thanks to the completion of the Øresund Bridge in 2000, is home to Tivoli Gardens and is the capital of Denmark?
Copenhagen.
That is correct. Number 15 is a toss-up. What novel, which ends with Yeehaw Indian tales of a ghost dog, tells how Buck survives the Klondike Gold Rush and was written?
Bar 10.
Call of the Wild.
That is correct. Number 16 is your bonus. The target of an August 1991 coup led by the Gang of Eight was what man who advocated perestroika and glasnost as the last leader of the Soviet Union?
Gorbachev, I think.
Mikhail Gorbachev.
That is correct. Number 17 is a toss-up. The states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu are part of what country whose southern cities include Pune?
Spantech Dale.
Pakistan?
Incorrect. Whose southern cities include Pune, Bangalore, and Mumbai?
Bar 10.
India.
Correct. Your bonus is number 18. A line linking a triangle's vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side shares what name with the 50th percentile, which is a dataset's middle value?
Yeah, sounds good.
Median.
That is correct. Number 19 is a toss-up. What 19th century author wrote about nonviolent resistance in civil disobedience and about his personal experiment with self-sufficiency in Walden?
Bar 10.
Thoreau.
That is correct. 20, and the last question of the half is your bonus. What Caribbean country immediately east of the Gulf of Gonave shares an island with the Dominican Republic and is governed from Port-au-Prince?
Haiti.
That is correct, and the end of the half. The score at halftime is Bar Association 16, Spantech 3.
I always want to say instead of.
Is everybody ready for half two? Halftime. Okay, half two will begin with question number 21. What body part inferior to the glenoid cavity includes the brachial artery, radial nerve?
Bar 10.
Lungs.
Incorrect. radial nerve, humerus bone, and the triceps and biceps muscles.
Shoulder?
Spantech Dale.
Shoulder?
Incorrect. The answer is arm. Number 22 is a toss-up. A thesis on Crusader castles was by what British officer whose World War I guerrilla campaign against the Ottomans?
Bar Cheryl.
Lawrence.
Correct. Number 23 is your bonus. Smartyakov, Alosha, Dmitri, and Ivan are the title siblings in what novel about the consequences of patricide that was written by Fyodor Dostoevsky?
The Brothers Karamazov?
That is correct. Number 24 is a toss-up. Works known as Appassionata, Tempest, and Pathétique are among what group of 32 solo piano pieces by Ludwig van Beethoven that include the Moonlight?
Bar Doug.
Sonatas?
It's a sonata.
I feel like I should be whatever, except correct.
Okay. What's it say on the paper?
Beethoven's sonata.
Okay, well,
Piano sonatas.
okay.
Number 25 is your bonus. Pencil and paper ready, 2 answers required. The square root of 500 is between what 2 consecutive positive integers?
Well, 21 squared. 21 and 22.
Incorrect. Captain?
24 and 25.
24 and 25.
No, it is 22 and 23. Number 26 is a toss-up. What first capital of the Confederacy was the endpoint of a 1965 Civil Rights March begun in Selma?
Bar Doug.
Montgomery.
That is correct. Your bonus number 27. What nation's Prime Minister, Mare Ano Rajoy, avoided requesting a sovereign bailout before 2012 elections in this nation's Galicia and Basque regions?
Spain. Spain.
Yes. 28 is a toss-up. What French post-impressionist painted the Yellow Christ as well as Where Do We Come From? What Are We? Where Are We Going?
Bar Tim.
Matisse.
Incorrect. Where are we going after moving to Tahiti?
Spantech Mark.
Dogan?
That is correct. Bonus number 29. What class of organic compounds oxidize to form aldehydes, are used as antifreeze, contain an OH group, and provide the inebriating qualities of beer?
Alcohols.
That is correct. Number 30 is a toss-up. What NBA team includes Thabo Sefolosha, defensive specialist Sarge Ibakar?
Bar Doug.
The Thunder.
Correct.
When those questions were written. Yeah.
The next clue was Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, okay.
Number 31 is your bonus. What Southeast Asian nation, the site of the killing fields ordered by Khmer Rouge leader Pol Pot after the Vietnam War, was once known as Kampuchea?
Cambodia.
That is correct. Number 32 is a toss-up. In May 2012, Rachel and Dave Brown won what TV show featuring pit stops and U-turns?
Spantech Mark.
The Amazing Race.
That is correct. Bonus number 33. Michelangelo's David supports most of its weight on the right foot, giving its torso a twist and making it an example of what common sculptural pose?
Yeah.
Contrapposto.
That is correct.
Wow. Nice.
Number 34 is a toss-up. What term denotes functions like What term denotes functions with 180-degree rotational symmetry about the origin, as well as numbers that are not divisible by 2, unlike even numbers?
Bar Tim.
Odd.
That is correct. Number 35 is your bonus. What Australian state that shares its northern border with New South Wales has its capital at Melbourne and was given the name of a British queen?
Victoria.
That is correct. Number 36 is a toss-up. What assembly that banned the sale of indulgences and declared good works necessary for salvation was convened by Pope Paul III after the Reformation?
Bar Doug.
College of Cardinals.
Incorrect.
Spantech Mark.
Council of Worms.
Incorrect. It's the Council of Trent. Number 37 is a toss-up. Within each row of the periodic table, the highest first ionization energies belong to what unreactive elements in group 18?
Bar Cheryl.
In our gases.
I can accept that. Oh, it says I can accept that, but okay. In group 18 with full valence shells.
You can or you can't?
I can't accept
Oh.
that. I'm sorry. Oh, no.
It was close.
Is this a toss-up?
Yes.
Noble gases.
That is correct, noble gases. Los Zetas are a crime syndicate. This is your bonus. Los Zetas are a crime syndicate based in what country where Enrique Peña Nieto reclaimed the presidency for the PRI in 2012, ousting Felipe Calderon?
No idea.
Captain?
What is it? Mexico.
Mexico is correct.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Number 39 is a toss-up. In the 1950s, what North American country populated Cornwallis Island with Inuit residents of
Bar Doug.
Canada.
That is correct, and 40 is your bonus, the last question of the match. The vicious headmaster, Mr. Creakle, the indebted Mr. McCalver, and the humble clerk, Uriah Heath, appeared in what autobiographical Charles Dickens novel?
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
That is correct. Into the match. The final score is 28 Bar Association, 9 Spantech.
Hey, we almost. Now we've got them right where we want them.
They're overconfident now, right?
Yeah, it's part of our plan.
Start answering. Watch this round.
When everybody's rested up, let's go.
We got one right there. I'm gonna try.
And this is not a way for you don't get killed.
You guys ready? Okay. Buzzer's ready. I was gonna get him. Yeah. And also do the basic chase. I think I'll smack it. I seen you race. He got beat up.
I got beat down a couple. I can't believe I got beat down.
Because maybe the next.
Yep, we're ready.
We're ready. Straighten up, guys.
Toss-up 1. What replacement for Lewis Powell voted with the majority in both Kelo versus New London and DC versus Heller as the Supreme Court's usual swing vote?
Bar Gabe.
Scalia.
Incorrect.
Seriously.
Spantech Dale.
Ginsburg.
Incorrect. Anthony Kennedy.
Oh, can I have a buzzer check? Hold on just a second.
Yeah. The problem.
That might be part of it.
The squeezer's already broken.
He's used it so many times.
Yeah. Wore it out. I discovered
We didn't do it.
Yeah, I think. That's automatic disqualification.
You know, you guys can answer too.
Point penalty. We've got a spare.
Pushing 2 strikes, I don't know about
Thumb wrestling.
Some of those answers.
He's been doing weight training with your thumb.
He was practicing when you all weren't watching. He thought we had tryouts.
I don't know how to fix that one. I might can fix this.
You ready for your radio folks are
Sing a song.
concerned about dead time. Tim Gillenwater has torn up the buzzer system. But
We have 4 engineers
Mr.
and
Garrison
4 lawyers that
is
can't
in the
fix it.
process of repairing it. And I'm not going to give a play-by-play.
Give it to them, they're engineers.
Yeah, give it to the engineers. It'd be a good opportunity for me to mention the businesses who have sponsored this by making contributions that we redirect to the academic teams at Glasgow and Barron County high schools and middle schools. Those people are who made a $100 sponsorship of American Engineers, BB&T Bank, C&F Farm Supply, Citizens First Bank, Drs. Kyle and Amelia Kaiser, Dr. Karen Small, Edmonton State Bank, Ely Drugs, Gaunce Management, Goodman Motors, Glasgow Prescription Center, Hatchet Home Medical, Jerry Botts Construction, Curley Construction, Kurt Line Trucking, Lee Lessenberry, Service One Credit Union, South Central Bank, U.S. Bank, and the Glasgow Rotary Club, who usually sponsor a team, could not, so they have given us a sponsorship. And then $50 sponsorships, Randall Smith Siding and South Central Rural Telephone. Also want to thank the folks at Awards Incorporated. They have provided the trophies every year that this contest has been going on. That's 23 years worth of trophies, and we thank them. Also, WCLU and EPB6 have aired this competition ever since the first year in 1992 at Barron County High School. And I think they've got everything ready. Tim's wired up. I wondered why he wasn't answering that Supreme Court question. He couldn't buzz in.
We don't know anything about the law.
There's a comforting thought.
Well, the rest of you, I wasn't sure. I was working on that too.
I'd slipped my mind.
I just named one.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, I'm trying.
Toss up two. Pachacuti was the ninth Sapa to lead what empire that used the Quechua language and, before the Spanish conquest in the 1530s?
Bar Tim.
Inca.
Correct. Your bonus. What novel in which Roger Chillingworth torments Reverend Arthur Dimmesdale over an affair with Hester Prynne is titled For an Embroidered Red A?
The Scarlet Letter.
Correct. Toss up 4. Pencil and paper ready. What is the set of possible values for x given that 3x minus 6 is greater than x plus 2?
Bar Doug.
X is greater than or equal to 4.
Incorrect.
Good effort.
Spantech Dale.
X greater than 4?
Yes, that is correct. Your bonus, 5. What game scores 30 points for a small straight, the sum of the dice for a chance, and 50 points for its title roll, which is 5 of a kind?
Yahtzee.
Correct. Toss up 6. Felix Mendelssohn's Final Concerto is for what instrument featured in Danse Macabre that is a standard orchestra's most numerous string instrument?
Bar Cheryl.
Violin.
Correct. Toss or your bonus, 7. What South American country is home to the lost city of Vilcabamba, as well as Cusco, the former Inca capital, and the current capital city of Lima?
Peru.
Correct.
I think we may have a buzzer problem over here now.
No, that works.
Okay.
Let me check.
It was a toss-up, they turn them off. I mean, bonus.
It was the
It was on the
before that.
toss-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing happened, I don't know. Seems to be working now. Pushing hard. Okay.
Toss up 8. Pencil and paper ready. If the units digit of a number x is 2, what is the units digit of x raised to the 4th power?
Bar Doug.
16.
Incorrect.
Take a flyer.
Spantech Dale.
5.
Incorrect. It's 6. The units digit. Toss up 9. In 1848, Joseph Jenkins Roberts became the first president of which African nation whose capital?
Bar Cheryl.
Liberia.
Correct. Your bonus. What beast was pacified with cakes by Psyche, was carried to the surface by Hercules, and was a 3-headed guard dog at the gates of Hades?
Starts with a C.
Sarah Barris.
Yes.
We designate Tim on this one.
Sarah Barris.
Close enough.
Yeah. Toss-up 11. The taxon Anthophila contains what animals that are raised in apiaries have suffered...
Spantac Dale.
Birds?
Incorrect. Have suffered...
Bar Tim.
Bees.
Correct. Your bonus. After the
Get it, birds and bees.
Let's keep this G
After
rated.
the 2003 Goodridge decision, Massachusetts legalized what action opposed by the Family Research Council and Dan Cathy, president of Chick-fil-A?
Gay marriage?
Correct. Toss-up 13. What man called Panditji was succeeded by Lal Bahadur Shastri and led his country in a border war with China as the first Prime Minister of India?
Bar Doug.
Nepal?
Incorrect.
Spantac Mark.
Bangladesh?
Incorrect. Man, it's Jawaharlal Nehru. Toss-up 14. The word photon was coined by what chemist who defined bases as electron pair donors and depicted molecules using namesake...
Bar Tim.
Faraday.
Incorrect. Using namesake dot structures.
Spantac Dale.
Boar?
Incorrect. Gilbert Lewis.
Lewis.
Toss-up 15. What character is given CPR by Finnick Odair, is hijacked with tracker jacker venom, and draws pictures for a book written by Katniss Everdeen?
Bar Doug.
PETA?
Correct. Your bonus. In 1527, mutinous troops of Charles V sacked what city, also targeted in the 5th century by Gaiseric's Vandals, that is the capital of Italy?
Rome?
Correct. Toss-up 17. What French painter, whose works include The Wounded Cuirassier, depicted the aftermath of an 1816 shipwreck in his The Raft of the Medusa?
Bar Tim.
Delacroix.
Incorrect. Answer? Theodore Géricault. Toss-up 18. In 1875, Matthew Webb became the first to swim across what arm of the Atlantic?
Bar Gabe.
Hesitation.
I don't know.
First to...
Spantac Dale.
English Channel?
Correct. Your bonus. The tideway is the section below Teddington Lock on what river that begins in the Cotswolds before passing Windsor and Oxford en route to London?
The Thames.
Correct. Toss-up 20. Iran's Sialk and Chogozanbil are what kind of ancient buildings also found in Mesopotamia made of sun-baked bricks arranged?
Spantac Mark.
Ziggurat?
Correct. And that's the last question of the half. Score at the half is 10 Bar Association and 6 for Spantec. 10 to 6.
I know. 6. You still left.
I was going to guess English Channel, and they said it's Atlantic Ocean. I was like, that's not Atlantic Ocean.
We're still in this one.
Well, I'd already buzzed in. You couldn't. I messed it up for you.
Yeah, you know, what did you think of Hunger Games?
I've read the stupid books.
I haven't read the book, so I didn't get any of that.
I mean,
I know they
They don't go in. Does it turn the other way?
I'm not sure this one works. This one's, as long as that one's working.
It's not working there.
Well,
It's not football.
Now try it. Still not working.
well, it's not about that part. It's the
Roger, do the first time.
Oh, we have some spares.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Give them a second.
Yes, they can borrow mine. That was cold.
Who pressed it?
Happy touching.
Keep pressing it. Oh, I got it. Okay, well, Hang on.
Is this one?
No.
You couldn't get the other one plugged in.
We don't need yellow water.
Once again, we've got a buzzer problem.
Let me try again here.
Hey, you can use mine. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Those of you that, if you've never seen the high school teams compete, you ought to try it sometime. It's really interesting, especially have some good even competition. The players are going with the Glasgow team to Washington in a couple of years to watch them compete in national competition. And they did well, but they were up against some unbelievable teams. In the winter, one year, I think both years that I went, the winner was a one-man team. Of course, there's one advantage to being a one-man team. Nobody buzzes in and gives the wrong answer. He didn't have to worry about knowing one and somebody else beating him to the buzz. But it was amazing. What was his name? Samir. From California. And there were some prep teams, really good. One was interesting. One team that they were competing against, Glasgow was competing in, and these competitions were in hotel rooms that they had set up for this competition. And the teams arrived and were waiting for the moderator to come in and begin the competition. And the team that Glasgow was competing against was discussing how they were going to defeat their next opponent, which was one of the better teams in the competition. And they were just sitting there talking about that competition. And they were a little bit sick when the competition was over and they had lost decidedly. They were a little bit overconfident. So don't you folks let that happen to you. Overconfidence could be a problem.
You can't be overconfident if you don't have a buzzer.
How can you have a strategy and
We just have to let Tim.
5.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
We can let Tim say buzz.
Yeah, we're going to have to just let Tim say buzz.
Let me take everything.
How about it?
Loud enough to be heard. And quickly enough to beat the buzzers.
Okay, there's bus.
What was that?
Bar Association blank.
Okay.
Whoa.
He's just going to have to say buzz.
Yeah.
Can you not
Well, y'all check yours, Cheryl.
We can put his name in that.
No, it's just
Check yours.
for a second.
Are they turned on? Okay.
Try mine one more time.
Try Tim's
Put
again.
it in here, Jim. We have a little bit of luck right now.
There it goes. No,
I just held them together.
did one time.
I don't know what I did. Does Tim have to hold the wires together by then?
If he can get it to work, that's fine.
Best not to.
Just yell out.
Just say buzz.
Make sure everybody else is.
Share a buzzer.
Should we just reach over and bop mine?
Well, let's make sure one of the buzzers up here, just anybody. Okay, and then somebody over here, and now Tim.
Buzz.
Toss-up 21. What statistic equaling a covariance over the product of two standard deviations is always between -1 and +1 and is symbolized R?
Or Doug.
Range.
Incorrect. Answer. Correlation coefficient. Toss-up 22. What author wrote about a Tibetan Lama searching for a sacred river in Kim and about imperialism?
Roger Kipling.
Correct. Your bonus. Thomas Aquinas asserted there were 9 orders of what beings, including principalities and seraphim, that are usually depicted with wings and harps.
Angels.
Correct. Toss-up 24. What geographic features, like those named for nectar, showers, and tranquility, are basalt plains that form?
Spantech Dale.
Seas.
Correct. Your bonus. Leporello sings the catalog aria in what Mozart opera in which a statue of the murdered commendatore drags its title Spanish womanizer down to hell?
Don Juan.
Incorrect. Captain?
Don Giovanni.
Don Giovanni.
Correct. Toss-up 26. In August 2012, what country's Americana area saw police kill 34 minors, leading to criticism of President Jacob Zuma of the African National Congress?
Buzz.
Yes?
Zaire.
Incorrect.
Spantech Mark.
Nigeria.
Incorrect. South Africa. Toss-up 27. What physicists stated the principle of complementarity has a namesake magneton, as suggested that electrons move in discrete circular orbits.
Spantech Dale.
Faraday?
Incorrect.
Buzz. Planck.
Incorrect. Bohr. Toss-up 28. Cape Farewell is the southernmost point of what former Danish colony, given a misleading name by Eric?
Spantech Mark.
Greenland.
Correct. Your bonus. The albums Beggar's Banquet and Exile on Main Street were released by what British rock group featuring Charlie Watts, Keith Richards, and Mick Jagger?
Rolling Stones.
Correct. Toss-up 30. The Platt Amendment of 1901 addressed American relations with what Caribbean nation, where the U.S. still maintains a
Spantech Mark.
Cuba.
Correct. Your bonus. Since 1962, which Ohio city's Fawcett Stadium has hosted the annual Hall of Fame game, which is played next door to its Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Canton.
Correct. Toss-up 32. The Java statement, while true semicolon, and the basic command 10 go to 10 lead to programs that never end because they're in what?
Spantech Dale.
Infinite loop.
Correct. Your bonus. Captain Samuel Argall captured and tobacco planter John Rolfe married what daughter of Chief Powhatan, who supposedly saved the life of John Smith?
Sacagawea.
Incorrect, Captain.
Pocahontas.
Correct.
You'd be all right.
Toss-up 34. A work about a thatched hut from the 17th century collection, The Narrow Road to the Deep North, is one example of what 17-syllable poem from Japan?
Buzz.
Spantech Dale.
Haiku.
Correct. Your bonus. Orogenies create... What?
Huh?
I don't.
Yes, it was 13 to 12, they got Pocahontas and went to 14 to 12, they just won the vote.
Your bonus. Orogenies create what geographic features that can be blue or misty in Middle Earth, and whose real examples include the Hindu Kush and Carpathians?
Is that our bonus?
Yes.
Mountains.
Mountains.
Correct. The score is 14 to 14, and there are 5 questions left. Toss-up 36. The two upward forces in Atwood's machine are what kind of contractile force that pulls both ends of a taut rope towards its center and is denoted T?
Bar Doug.
Tension.
Correct. Your bonus. Which poet of autumn rivulets included Hush to Be the Camps Today in the Memories of President Lincoln section of his collection, Leaves of Grass?
Whitman.
Yeah.
Walt Whitman.
Correct. Toss-up 38. John Wesley Powell named what geographic feature discovered by the Coronado expedition that rises 6,000 feet on either side of the Colorado River?
Bar Doug.
Grand Canyon.
Correct. Your bonus. What materials that are a lattice of cations in a sea of delocalized electrons are good thermal and electrical conductors and include iron and zinc?
Metals.
Correct. And toss-up 40. What king ordered the assassination of Fleance and is goaded by his wife to murder his predecessor Duncan in a Scottish?
Bar Cheryl.
Macbeth.
Correct. And that's the end of the match. Final score is 19 Bar Association, 14 Spantech.
And that's 2 out of 3, right?
Yep.
That is, yes.
2 out of 3,
Yeah.
But it'd be 3 out.
Yeah.
The insurmountable lead.
Good job, though.
My 27th runner-up.
anymore.
Now none of them work.
Take them back while they still work.
This is why we have to have this event, is to replace the buzzers.
Thank you.
Let's do something we haven't done in the past. Let's identify folks by name, you know, but give us your name.
Dale Perkins. Mark Berry. Blake Mattingly. Zachary Everard.
That's the Spantech runners-up. And the bar association.
Cheryl Berry.
Buzz.
That's Tim Gillenwater.
Doug Harden. Gabe Pendleton.
Thank you all. Thank you for being willing to compete. You know, as I said earlier, the first year they did this, I was not in the club, but they had 12 teams, and we had a number for several years, but people have become less willing to sponsor teams and less willing to participate, and we thank those of you who are willing to tonight. And it's been, I think, fun for those of us that were watching, and I know you've had fun doing it because I've done that. Thank you all. And thank you, Coach. I hope I didn't tear it.
It was pretty much falling apart already.
We wouldn't have this here.
That was a good picture. Working everything. Cool.
You gonna take a picture?
Yeah, out there. There he is.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.